Let's talk about two terms that cause a ton of confusion when it comes to the UX world: signifiers and affordances. Hey, I'll be honest, these two even cause me to say the when it comes to understanding the differences between the two. Oh, so frustrating. The thing is, these two terms are often used interchangeably, but they are very, very different. I'm going to explain what the difference is between the two terms, where they come from, and what they really mean so that you feel confident in your conversations when you're talking about an affordance versus a signifier. All right, let's dive right in. First up, affordances. Now, this term came from James Gibson in the 1970s, and it means simply what an object can do and what actions afford it. In UX, an affordance is about the function, what is possible with the object. For example, a button affords clicking, or a scroll bar affords scrolling. These are things that you can do, actions you can take on these design patterns. Now let's talk about some real world examples. A door handle affords opening a door. A chair affords sitting. Stairs afford walking upstairs. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about signifiers. Signifiers was a term made popular by Don Norman in his very famous book, The Design of Everyday Things. A signifier is a visual clue telling the user what to do. If an affordance is the thing you can do, a signifier is a way for a user to understand there is something that they can do. Basically, a signifier shows you how to do it. Some examples of a signifier is a raised button. You can see that that button can be clicked. A door handle, that is something you can see and you know that you can grab it to open the door. A dotted line with scissors. This is a classic pattern that indicates that you can cut this thing along the dotted line. Also, some more examples in the real world: arrows. Those signify that you can go in a certain direction. Or a red light. That signifies that you should stop. Signifiers help you notice and understand affordances. And so here is why the difference matters. If you build things for a user to do, affordances in your design, but you don't build signifiers or clues that something can be acted upon, then it won't be acted upon, right? If you have an indication that a user should go somewhere, but you don't build in some navigational items that a user understands, then they won't click on that thing and use the navigation. Here's another example: a clickable card, right? If it's just words and it's not really clear that it is clickable, then a user won't click on it. So the signifier is not working because the user doesn't understand they should click on that thing to go to the next place. On the flip side, if you have a thing to do but no signifier, then that can be frustrating as well. For example, if you have a button but it's not interactive, then that signifier doesn't work. The user thinks they can click on the button, the signifier, but they can't. They can't go anywhere. For those folks who love a formula, I have one for you now. It's simple. It's not too math heavy. All right, ready? Clear signifiers plus functional affordances equals good UX. Let me read that again. Clear signifiers plus functional affordances equals good UX. Both the signifier and the affordance should work together for good user experience. So let's quickly recap. The affordance is the thing that can be done. This is what you can do. The signifier shows the user that something can be done. Great UX happens when the signifier and the affordance are aligned. So the next time that your team is designing a button or something that maybe is clickable, you should ask yourself, are users going to understand the signifier here and therefore carry through into the affordance or the things that they can do? If your answer is no, if what you're designing could cause some confusion, you need to go back to the drawing board. Phew. Well, hopefully you found this explanation helpful, and now you feel a little bit more confident about the difference between a signifier and an affordance, because I know they are tricky terms. If you did find this valuable, give me a like and let me know I'm on the right track of building these what the videos for you. And let's be honest, there are tons of other terms that cause confusion and cause a person to say, what the? Let me know in a comment what other term I should do a little bit of a deeper dive into. But until then, let's go on to the next what the video and talk about the Pygmalion effect. Because when I heard this term, I definitely said, what the? I'll see you over there. Bye.